Okay, welcome back. This is a basic geometry review, and this time we'll be looking at section 1-3, the homework from page 24. So in this section, we're talking about measuring the length of line segments. So for this particular problem set, we have, first of all, this line with these points A, B, C, D, and E on it, and I've indicated what their values are that correspond to those points: -8, -6, 1, 3, and 7. Now, a line segment is just the distance between the values of those 2 points. So the line segment AB can be written as having the distance, the absolute value of A minus B. Absolute value, if you remember, means that I take that difference, and then if it's a negative or a positive, I just use the positive value. So any negatives are taken away. So for this first case, we have A minus B, so it's -8 minus a -6, which is a -2. The absolute value of -2 is 2. For number 9, BD is B minus D, which is -6 minus 3, which is -9, and the absolute value of that is 9. So BD, distance is 9. For number 10, AD is equal to absolute value of A minus D, which is -8 minus 3, which is a -11, or an absolute value of 11. And that's the distance between A and D. Question number 11, we have CE. C minus E is the absolute value of 1 minus 7, which is absolute value of -6, which is 6. 1 to E, C to E is a 6. For the second part, we have a different line, RST, where RS and T are all on the line with S in the middle. So we know that RT is equal to RS plus ST. Okay, so that the total length of the line is conserved. It's not different. The two components add up to be the same as the total length. We're given values for RS and ST of 15 and 9, and they want to know what the total length is. So it's just the sum, which is 24. They also ask us in a slightly different way, if I have the total length, which is RT, which is 40, and I have one of the segments, ST, which is 15, then what is the length of the other segment, RS? And RS is just the total length minus the other segment, so it's 40 minus 15, so it's 25. And I should say here in the middle that I apologize for kind of the shakiness of this. I'm still kind of holding my cell phone as I video these things, and I'm working on getting a stationary camera to do this, but for now you have to put up with a little bit of shaking, sorry. Number 14, now we're given RS is not a number, but it's a equation. It's 8y plus 4, ST is 4y plus 8, and RT is 15y minus 9. So part A is, what is y? Well, again, we know that the two components, RS plus ST, add up to the total length, which is RT. So I just substitute the equations in there, and then I solve, combining the y's and the regular numbers. So I have 12y plus 12 is equal to 15y minus 9. Then I simplify by taking the y's off of this side and taking the number off of that side. So I subtract 12y plus 9, subtract 12y plus 9 from both sides of the equation. 21 is equal to 3y, or y is equal to 7. Part B, they want to know what are the actual lengths. So I just plug the y value into the equations that they gave us. 8 times 7 plus 4 is 60. 4 times 7 plus 8 is 36. And the total distance, 15y minus 9, is 96, which of course also equals the two segments added together, 60 plus 36. For part and questions 15 through 18, we have a different line, and this is L, M, N, P, and Q. And again, they have values associated with them, -8, -3, 3, 6, and 12. And here they're asking, look at lengths of two different segments and tell me if they're congruent. So congruent means they're the same length. So first of all, ln, so I take again absolute value of -8 minus 3, which is 11, and compare that to mq. mq, absolute value of -3 minus 12, which is absolute value of -15 or 15. 11 is not equal to 15, therefore those two segments are not congruent. 16, MP and NQ. MP is -3 minus 6, which has absolute value of 9. The NQ term is absolute value of 3 minus 12, which again has an absolute value of 9. So in this case, 9 is equal to 9, and these two segments are congruent. MN and PQ, MN -3 minus 3, which is an absolute value of 6. PQ, 6 minus 12, again, absolute value of 6. So those two segments are congruent. LP and MQ. LP is -8 minus 6, which is 14. MQ is -3 minus 12, which is 15. 14 does not equal 15.